Our goal at ABM is really to try and help people bridge the gap between innocence and excellence there by using technologies and practices which are agile. And in the dynamic reporting world, we're using tools where we can click and we can navigate around and we can see some different things on the fly. So they're more responsive to the questions that arise in our mind as they arise.
What we can do now with ClickView is look at lots of agencies' data at a consolidated level and to be able to analyse that, and we can work out now the why around those numbers as opposed to just the what.
So this is what we've built. We now, if you look at the tabs up the top, all the primary statements are available for us for year end. It's actually doing two different types of consolidations in the one app, whereas our reporting could only do one. And the other thing is too, just simply being able to filter. This got people excited when we first got just filtering on an agency and just seeing that agency there.
Our reporting timetables were significantly reduced. We needed a product that would allow us to do analytics, and we needed a product very quickly and something that would work straight away. But with ClickView, there's very little training involved. Users are on, they're clicking, they're doing their own analysis in the same day.
I can tell you we've had a lot of new staff recently come in, and it's so much easier for them to learn how to do their analytics and to actually be valuable from the first day. We found with Click, it's intuitive, and the whole fact that they can get a result at the speed at which they think it.
Click's changed the way that executives view their data. They've moved from a paper-based, report-based environment, and now they're trialling out using these dashboards on a live, real-time, paperless environment. So obviously, being a property company, we've got plenty of property metrics. So we've got properties, we've got leases, we've got rent, we've got valuations, we've got trending information in terms of how we've performed in this metric over time. This used to be two different spreadsheets from two different divisions. And this view would never be possible because they'd have two different data sources. And ClickView's enabled us to bring those two together and be able to see holistically what our organisation is delivering. The benefits that we've derived from using Click are the transparency of our data, the ability to consolidate various data sources together. I think the solution will empower us to make more data-driven decisions and be able to deliver and be more responsive to our clients.
The most amazing thing to me about adaptive planning has seriously been the ease of implementation. Coming from a background of large, unwieldy systems, it was a very pleasant surprise to encounter a software that both delivered on its function, but also delivered on its simplicity of application, its simplicity of installation.
One of the great things about the product that we're using and the way it's been implemented for us by ABM is its flexibility and its adaptability as times change.
Adaptive gave us a single solution for forecasting and budgeting across a large part of our business that pushed accountability down to the local levels.
So objective now is we want adaptable and dynamic systems that can meet the differing needs of the organisation, but we want them to still provide consistent results so I can compare equally across the organisation even though they're different businesses. So there's a bit of a challenge in that. And you can't do any of that unless you've got a tool that's going to be dynamic, adaptable.
We have a common set of drivers and understanding of how our costs are built by each of the different services we deliver. And Adaptive has been the tool that's enabled us to look at that and to apply a consistent approach to building our forecasts, which now enable us to run the business on our forecasts, looking forward rather than looking backwards.
One of the things that I really like about Sense is we can start with it all locked down and we just distribute things to people. And then a little while later we start to find that there's people inside the organisation that want more than that, and we can unlock the capabilities for people to be able to go and build their own pages, their own charts, their own analysis of what's needed. In property's case, how many square metres, how many employees per square metre, those kind of things. We lock down those formulas and present those to the end user so that they can use them. So instead of them having to know what that formula might be and how to calculate that thing, they just take a measure that's already created centrally and they can pull it into one of their charts. You can take those pieces that you've built inside your ClickSense app and drop them into SharePoint. The coding is simple. All the tools are in the background to do that. Even I can do it. It's just a matter of going into the tool, clicking the object that you want, whether you want a header at the top of it and a few other bits and pieces, take that code and drop it into SharePoint and it works.
So we can do lots of different reports. We can do really sophisticated reports. We can do reports that end up as board reports in highly formatted Excel documents and Word documents and things. It looks very much like Excel. We've got an Excel-like structure in what we call the standard sheet. We've got time periods across the top. We've got accounts down the side. So it's actually doing a calculation on my telephone cost based on how many people are in this cost centre. And that's a formula I could put consistently across the whole organisation.
We also found that ABM takes a business approach whereby they partner with us to deliver the solution. Not just standing there as consultants or contractors to deliver a specific task, but they actually buy into the end solution, the end result and the end benefit for the organisation.
What I found with ABM is that they partner with the vendors, but then they turn that around and they partner that with the customer. They sit there and they went through everything that we needed to do, understood the business, and actually developed a solution in partnership with us as opposed to in contract for us.
The name is really eponymous. The product is adaptive. It moves with the times and it moves with the organisation. So people are comfortable that as we move through a different journey, our systems and our supports and tools will move with us, rather than being hidebound by something that's built from the past.